And let's really break this down. Shotgun Suge versus Fonzarelli. Man. Pre-2020, I would actually say, damn, actually, the night that Shotgun Suge made me feel stupid was the night that he battled B-Dot on the night that I battled Real Sick. Main event Mike, mid-tier Mike. Before Shotgun Suge battled B-Dot, he was on a decline, man. I mean, shout out to Suge. I love you, Suge. Shotgun Suge was heading to Big T levels. Big T's one of the only dudes that really, really fell off from a talent standpoint, man. I used Big T as an example of sometimes like the lesser evolved battlers from the older era just can't dance with the new era anymore. And there was a point in time, and I think it was when the COVID era came around, Shotgun Suge had a really bad stretch of battles. You're talking like maybe like end of 2019 to like the full 2020. He had like a 1 to 2 year span where he was getting beat left and right, man. He was getting beat left and right. And I would actually use him. I was using him as an example of styles that don't work anymore. I used to say that. I used to say, man, Shotgun Suge is an example of a guy that he just doesn't have it anymore. And it wasn't disrespectful at that time because he was not, I mean, he couldn't get it together. He was either stumbling or choking or just getting outright beat in a lot of battles consecutively to where he was getting hated on by a lot of people. I wouldn't consider what I said hate. I would consider it just a point, just a fact that I was trying to point out at the time. It just seemed like Shotgun Suge, his best days were over. It did. And it took the B-Dot battle, which looked like, his head was on the chopping block. It looked like a battle that was really going it looked like he was going to die. All right. Let's just put it that way. It looked like he was going to prove a lot of points of that Suge just doesn't really have it anymore. And he shut everyone up and he shut me up. And to be honest, for the last year and a half, 2 years, he is back to being one of the most dangerous battlers on that stage. He's found new life. And I love it, man. I've sat back and I've enjoyed just about every single Shotgun Suge performance in the last year and a half, in the last couple of years. Suge has been on an incredible run. You could easily make him champion of the year last year. I thought his resume was good enough. I thought his performances was good enough. At least contend, you know what I'm saying? And contend he did. And he's going up against Fonz, who has always been really dangerous. I came up with Fonz. I used to be on cards with Fonz. Dude, I used to be on cards with Fonz like 10 years ago, bro. Me and him used to battle on E&J Battlegrounds. We would battle in a Spanish sports bar in the middle of Hempstead, Long Island. Shout out to Long Island, 516-631, exit 25 all day. Mark Teixeira jerseys everywhere. Zans mixed with fentanyls. We kill him with bars. Richie Rich, I see you. We used to battle at Spanish sports bars, literally. On E&J Battleground. So I've seen him rap for quite some time. I've seen him battling for over a decade. He's gotten better and better as he's gone along, and this is well deserved from Fonz, man. This is well deserved. I don't know if this is his first Summer Madness. I want to say that it is, but it's well deserved. Fonz is a dangerous guy. Fonz is very, very dangerous. Now, when I do predictions, I'm pretty boring with them. I don't go off of what have you done for me lately. I don't go off of my ideas as to what I think is going to happen. I don't go off of who I like better, which is why I'm one of the better guys when it comes to breaking shit down. I really have no bias because I don't care about any of you. I base it off of on paper shit. I base it off of how many times have I seen this person on stage? How many times have I seen him do good? What are his best moments? When that person is maxed out, when that guy is at 100%, how does he match up to when his opponent is at 100%? I pretend that this is going to be the best Shotgun Suge I've ever seen, and this is going to be the best Fonz I've ever seen. I don't base it off of their last battle. I don't base it off of have they fucked up, have they choked. None of it. when both of them are at their best, who has been better and who has been consistently better. I know that's a boring way of doing things because then it kind of just, it predicts the battles for you, right? But battle rap is battle rap. Anything could happen. It is impossible to pretend that I can tell you how a battle is going to go down. I just assume that they are both going to be at their best. If they are both at their best, Shotgun Suge comes out victorious. And I have Shotgun Suge 2-1. I don't ever say 3-0s. I don't ever predict a 3-0 unless you're Elijah Straight. I do not predict that you will lose 3-0. I always give every battler the benefit of the doubt because we are highly talented guys. Every single one of us are capable of killing every single one of us. Except if you're Elijah. I got Shotgun Suge, I got Shotgun Suge winning 2-1. T-Top versus Han Han the Don. This is an interesting one. And I don't remember this, but they had a 1-rounder, right? I think they had a 1-rounder on, who's that guy's league? I'm going to get it. Who is that guy's league? It was, it used to have like flames and shit, right? Like when the battle would go down, it used to be like fire and stuff. Who is the league? What's the league? Can you tell me the league? Damn it. What is it? It's that guy. You remember that guy that used to be in all the music videos? The guy that was like the Suge Knight of battle rap? He would put like his own music videos. Rick, what is it, bro? What is it, dude? What's that what's that battle league? Spit That Heat. Yes, the Flames. And that guy that was like that guy. You know that guy. I know that guy. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. But they battled on Spit That Heat. First of all, great name for a league. Great name. Spit That Heat. That's so good. Milltown Blow. Yes, Milltown Blow. Milltown Blow. T-Top versus John. I don't remember how that 1-rounder went down. I have no idea how that 1-rounder went down. But I guess it doesn't matter because it was a really long time ago. And now we got two guys. Bro, this is pretty even, man. I mean, if we're going based off how I do with consistency and accomplishments, I mean, T-Top and John, you know, are pretty even, man. I don't think you could say that one has done more than the other, right? John is heavily accomplished from his days as a rookie to his days now. T-Top heavily accomplished before he even got to the URL. He was heavily accomplished. He has battled some of the biggest names in the world. He's been on some of the biggest stages. He's been on BET. He's been on, you know, all that stuff. So I guess my boring way of predicting things is tough when it comes to this, but I guess we'll stick to the maxing out, right? I think at any given point, T-Top could be better than John. And I don't want to base it off of past performances because if you're going off of their last couple performances, you would probably say T-Top bests him. I think the last time I really saw John was the Surf battle. And that was an interesting one, man. It was one of those weird ones where it's like the guy that's been chasing somebody for so long, and then you finally get that person and you don't know what to do with them. Perfect example, Snake Eyes versus Mike P. Snake Eyes went after me for 6 years, man. 6 years. He chased me. I finally gave him that battle, and it was one of his weakest performances. He was barely punching, just things that I didn't worry about Snake Eyes, but knew that he had in his arsenal, he did not have. And this is what happened. It's the JC Surf effect, right? Sometimes you're itching to get at somebody so bad that you throw your battle IQ out of the window because you just want to talk to them. Perfect example, JC and Surf. JC was not himself versus Surf, and it seemed like it was because he was so excited to get his hands on him that he fell back on what JC is known for, and he talked to him too much. He did too many things to Surf that he doesn't usually do to other people. Same thing with John. John was dying to get his hands on Surf, got his hands on Surf, didn't know what to do with him. Surf did Surf. John did John that wants to battle Surf. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that T-Top and John, I'm not saying they wanted to battle each other. I'm just saying if we're going off the last performances from them, you really can't, you can't do it, you really can't. So we're going maxed out. If they're both maxed out, I got to stop saying maxed out, right? Then T-Top gets him. I think T-Top wins 2-1. If we're going big stage performances, dude, I mean, John has had some of the craziest big stage performances. And this isn't his fault, but he's done it mostly against people that aren't ready for him. And I think the last time he really had the chance to perform big in front of somebody that is equal or bigger than him, it was Hitman Holla, and he did great. But if you're talking John like dancing on people on the main stage, he's done it to lesser opponents. Mr. Wavy, Jack Boy. I believe he did it to another person that was, like a lower tier, not on his level. It was really just, can you keep up with John? And when you look at T-Top on the big stages, he's done it. He's performed better in front of better competition. I know that's picky to do when it comes to predictions, but like I said, I really don't try to simulate these battles, man, because it's really hard to. So I'm going to have T-Top 2-1. I'll say T-Top 2-1 over John the Don. We got 3 battles left. On paper, we got 3 battles. They said there's another 2 extra. Obviously we'll wait for that. And it's DNA versus Jerry Wess. Okay. DNA versus Jerry Wess is interesting. I mean, it's been promoted heavily. And I'm gonna go against my intuition. I'm gonna go against what I really want to say as to who I think is gonna win. Because I think Jerry might take it, man. This card is peanut poop. That is being stolen. I am stealing that for the rest of my life. I will consider things that I don't like as peanut poop. Guys, like and subscribe if you like. The like button goes a long way. If you'd like to support and join the Hadouken, it's only $2.99. Become a member. You get yourself cool emojis. You get yourself a green name and all that cool shit. I think Jerry Wess can pull this off. Jerry Wess has a surprise factor. And he has a surprise factor because, to be honest, he doesn't get booked as much as I would think. And I'm surprised that he doesn't complain about it enough. Jerry Wess, for some reason, always pops out, has an unbelievable performance. Everybody talks about him. And then he kind of goes away. And that's not Jerry Wess's fault. I don't know if he pushes for more consistent booking, if he doesn't care that much. People have personal lives. Some people don't care that much about the game. But I feel like Jerry Wess always pops out and has one of the better performances every year. He did it when was it? Born Legacy. I remember he did it the night that I battled JC, right? When the app had first came out, he battled Chess, right? And he had a ridiculous performance. Everyone was talking about him. Kind of teetered off after that. Came back versus somebody else. Went absolutely insane. Everyone talking about Jerry. And then he kind of just teetered off again. And then with the performance versus Foots. And I think he had a great performance before that. I can't stand predictions. I can't stand them either. But hey, Kelvin, you'll always have an option to leave. If you're sitting in a movie theater and you hate the movie, get up. Throw the popcorn out. Take it into your car. Eat it on the way home. Skrakaka. Jerry Wess has great performance. DNA, obviously, has a lot of great performances. DNA also loves beating the shit out of lesser guys. He loves it. This is DNA's wheelhouse. Teaching another battler how to compose themselves, how to write properly, how to perform properly on the stage that they want to be on, that he is so used to being on, is DNA's wheelhouse. DNA makes a habit out of teaching these guys lessons. Now, I say that to say this. I don't look at Jerry Wess as a PG-esque person. I don't look at Jerry Wess as a lower tier guy. I look at Jerry Wess as a big talent with a lot of potential to rock a room. Jerry Wess is known to rock big, medium stages with really heavy shit. I think his style applies to a big stage more than it does to a medium stage. I'm going to pick DNA to win. I'm going to pick him to win 2-1. But I will say this, at any given point, Jerry Wess could win that battle. I'm just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. We could see the normal, DNA, he beat up the guy, he beat up the newer guy, or he beat up the guy that isn't here that much. That's great. Lesson learned, right? But I see Jerry Wess going crazy, man. I picked DNA to win. But, just remember that I said that. Unless you're Kelvin and you don't want to hear me talk. Huh, Kelvin? Kelvin Gachucci?